So one of the questions I'm often asked is how to use real estate to build or to add on to your pension. I thought I'd share a personal story because this is what I'm doing. I purchased this home 57 years old, and by the time I'm 82, 25 years from now, it'll be paid for. So I want to bring you through that journey, my thought process, and how you can also benefit from the same plan.
What made you choose this way of investing your money versus, let's say, a stock market?
Personally, I know real estate, so I could make the right decisions about where to buy, what to buy, and I know the end result, or I can predict the end result. I have so many clients that have become very wealthy in real estate, and others who have built their pension plan, so they were able to retire and with a really, really good pension from their real estate.
You've invested a lot of time into this, right?
Yeah, so first you have to find the property, and you have to sort of run all the numbers to make sure it makes financial sense. So you have to look at different things like how much is it going to cost? How much down payment do you have? How much rent are you going to be able to get? So in this scenario, I chose to build a basement apartment. So it's a fairly big project, but the bank was willing to finance it up front. The expenses, I think it's going to be like $140,000 to finish the basement apartment when everything is said and done. But that included putting in a separate hydro panel, a brand new kitchen, insulating between the floors where it's going to be soundproof, and everything that's to code, so everything has been done with building permits.
What are your expectations? What kind of return on investment are you hoping for?
First of all, this is exciting, and because being a realtor, I don't have a pension plan, right? There's a demand for housing right now, so it's very easy to rent a house like this, and it's quite nice. So like if we were looking at today, it's likely going to get $4,200-$4,300 a month in rent. 10 years from now, that might be $5,000 a month. 20 years from now, that might be $6,000-$7,000 a month. Who knows? So one piece of real estate can bring that kind of security in the future. So for me, it makes a lot of sense. It's sort of a no-brainer. I think if people start, as early as they can, it's better.
And what made you choose Limoges out of all the places?
It wasn't just Limoges I was looking at. When you look for real estate, you want to look at all the different locations. So Limoges, Embrun, Rockland, there's so many different communities. I've got access to everything on the Ottawa Real Estate Board. And I do the same for my clients. It's really just, where's the deal? What makes sense? And so there's a lot of homework, a lot of legwork. And the reason I picked Limoges is because it was the best place for me. It was the best investment that I found.
So was there any other reasons why you picked Limoges?
Yeah, so this property I like. I mean, I might move here in the future. Who knows, 10, 15, 20 years from now. I may never live here, but it's a place that I could see myself in, and which is always good. I could live here rent-free, rent out the other place, and that's awesome. And Limoges is growing, so I could see values go up here in Limoges quite a bit.
What are the downsides to all of this?
Yeah, so there's a lot of complexities. I mean, the financing for one. So I sort of have ideas on what can be done, what can't be done, and you want to bounce it off through mortgage brokers, bankers. For a lot of people, this is a big project, even for myself, because I had to, get city permits. Just a city permit, we're in Limoges here. It was almost just shy of $20,000 because there's extra costs. There was a cost for the sewers, there's a cost for the building permit. It really adds up, and you need to finance all that. So the bank in this case did all the financing. And it makes it simple. Because of my experience, I do it for my clients all the time, so it was easier to do it for me.
A lot of renovations happening. Are you the one taking care of all of that, or?
I ended up hiring a general contractor, and fortunately I know a lot of general contractors, so I picked good ones. So I called 3 different contractors, had them come in, and they looked, and they all gave me quotes. And then I went with Jean, the contractor I have now. I seen his work before. Yeah, he'd done some work to some of my clients, and it was the perfect fit.
So what you're saying is like finding a contractor can also be a challenge.
A lot of people now are coming and going, and there's so many different trades involved in this. Like it doesn't, like cutting the foundation to put in some huge windows, someone to install drywall, someone to paint, someone to finish the drywall, someone to install the cabinet, someone to do the plumbing, electrician. It just goes on and on and on. If you're trying to do it yourself, you can make some big mistakes. I've seen some houses where people ran out of money before the job got finished. But because of my connections, fortunately, I was able to talk to good people and get it done.
What type of people that you say should consider this?
It's not for everybody, and if you don't feel comfortable not knowing what the total cost will be, maybe other investments might be the way to go. We'd have to sit down and really talk about, is this really for you? And yeah, it's not for everybody.
For people who don't necessarily have the experience of taking a house, working on it to make it profitable, can they still invest into real estate?
Well, it's not for everybody, but it's for a lot of people. And for sure, if someone is a little bit nervous and they want some additional help, you could rely on your realtor. Like, that's what realtors are for, right? So connecting with contractors and bankers and lawyers and stagers, and the list goes on and on and on. Even accountants, they can help you connect with the right people and hold your hand through the whole process, as much or as little as you want. Often people forget that the realtor can do more than just sell your house or sell you a house, right? Often they have a lot of experience in all these different areas. When I do it for my clients, I really like helping and getting them to the finish line. Of course, I'm happy to be doing it for myself. Yes, there'll be big rewards in 25 years when the house is paid for. Along the way, there's a lot of potential too, right? Because the market, the value, real estate always goes up. So whether it goes up next year, if it takes 5 years, 10 years, but it'll be higher. Sometimes people will refinance the house, buy other real estate, or just start making money because rents will go up and interest rates are likely going to come down. So now it's finding a tenant. So we're pretty much done on the main floor. I'll start showing the place to prospective tenants. It's something I do. I help my clients with that too. And that's really important to get the right one though, because getting the wrong tenants could be a nightmare. It's one of there's certain things to watch for when you're doing these projects. Doing the project is one, the rental is a whole new ball game. And yeah, so it's exciting. So I hope this video was helpful. Call me. And if you have any questions whatsoever, even if your questions about real estate, you're not going to work with me, that's okay, call me. I'd be happy to help.